called Critical Incidents in ELT Initial Teacher Training. Firstly, I would like to talk about what is critical incident. Critical incidents are any unplanned events occurring in our classes. When a critical incident occurs, it interrupts the taken for granted ways of thinking about teaching. So, if a trainee teacher formally reflects on these critical incidents, it may be possible for them to uncover new understandings of learning and teaching process. It can help our learning and teaching process in the future. What about reflective practice? Reflective practice helps trainee teachers to think about what happened and why it happened and what else could have been done to reach their goals. So it's also important to reflect on these incidents. If we want our trainee teachers to reflect on these incidents, we should encourage them. But how? We can have them analyze critical incidents that occur while they are teaching. By reflecting on critical incidents in a formal manner, they will uncover new understandings for their future teaching and learning process, as we said before. And formal reflection for the critical incidents can consist of two phases. In the first one, a description and production phase. In the production phase, we produce something, produce the incident, but in the description, we have a specific phenomenon which is observed and documented, and then we go on with the explanation phase, where we use symbols, value, or role, and we explain the incident in terms of these symbols, values, or rules. When we look at the study in general, it's a kind of case study which took place in Singapore, and there English is medium of instruction in the school, and we are looking at 18 Singaporean trainee teachers. For the vast majority of Singaporeans, English is not a mother tongue, but only one language in their typical speakers' multi-language repertoire. And in here, our 18 trainee teachers enrolled a one-year postgraduate diploma. They are going to be certified as English language teachers, and all of them have English as their mother tongue. And in one of their theory classes, they were required to get in groups of 3 and have a set of 6 90-minute lessons in secondary schools. And in here, in the study, those trainees were required to write a journal about critical incidents occurred in their classes. They describe and reflect on at least 2 critical incidents happened during their teaching. When we look at the total, they had 36 critical incidents coming from those 18 trainee teachers. And these are the topics that were categorized. While categorizing these topics, firstly, the researchers took their permission to use the data they reported, and then if he had any problems based on the categories, he wanted to talk to them more and understood the incident better, and by this way he categorized in different topics. When we look at the language proficiency and the class participation, they were the most occurred incidents actually. 8 trainees reported about reported class participation, 6 behavior, 4 gender, 4 classroom space, 3 lesson objectives, 1 classroom activities, 1 attention spans, and 1 additional class assistant incidents were reported, which makes totally 36. Now we are going to go on by these critical incidents one by one, starting from language proficiency. In language proficiency, 8 trainees reported incidents, critical incidents related to this topic. We had 2 examples in here. First of which is Ali's example. He had a student called Tao Kyong, and in the lessons he was using electronic Chinese English dictionary, and when Ali saw this action, he didn't want to say anything, just disregard it, and but later he understood that the student was not also participating in the other activities in the lessons, and later learning that he was from China and cannot use English or cannot speak in English enough. And in another example given in here, Sarah's student Wei Yong couldn't express his or her ideas in English, and he was or she was avoiding speaking in English. Expressing ideas or speaking was hard for her, and here she understood that they were using Mandarin Chinese. They were from China and they were using Mandarin Chinese at their homes, not using English. That's why she wasn't able to do this. What should the trainee teachers do in such cases? First, try to build up their self-confidence, students' self-confidence, by not focusing on their English language mistakes. Why not focusing on mistakes? Because correcting too much reinforces sense of inadequacy and entrenches negative response to English. When we look at the second part, second topic, the class participation, we see there are 80 trainees here who reported incidents related to this topic. In here, we are generally talking about reluctance to participate in classroom activities. We have Jack's sample here. He had 2 male students who are reluctant to perform a song in English. He was doing a kind of activity using the songs and performance, but he saw that 2 of male students who are sitting in the back were not doing anything, were not performing. They were shy and embarrassed. But later, he gave some special to them, he talked to them, and he explained the importance of participating in learning English, especially in such activities. And later, he saw some more effort to participate in the lessons by those 2 male students in the future classes. Another topic is behavior.